So yeah, I tried to watch that rocket launch from my back porch. I didn't see anything. Um, Last time I went down to the beach, the bay, maybe like 10 minutes from here, and um, I could see it maybe like somewhere between 11 and 15 minutes after launch. I remember they said look east to southeast, low on the horizon, and I remember from sitting on the beach, I remember thinking, oh yeah, I could see this from home. But this time I tried to watch it from the back porch, and if you look directly southeast, there's like houses and then a tree line. So it may have been below that and unable to see it from my porch. It's possible, or it was like intermittently a little bit cloudy, and even when I saw the one from the beach, it was only visible for maybe like a minute, maybe a minute 20, something like that. So well, that's north, that's south, so that's east. Yeah, I guess I was looking pretty much due southeast, east to southeast. If it was more southeast, I might have not seen it because the neighbor's house is right that way, and 2 stories. So it's possible that it was just obstructed from where I was sitting. If you stop by, thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry it didn't really work out, but I wouldn't have really expected to see much from my phone anyway because it's not very good at night footage anyway, and even more so with the screen facing camera, I would imagine. So I suppose next time I'll just go to the beach, but I don't think I would be able to stream from there. I got a telescope from a buddy of mine. Um, I got some cutting boards from him too that I'm going to use for like crafting projects. I use them to make skateboard rails and other miscellaneous stuff. I used some to make a new handle for this machete, almost scimitar that I found. That the wood handle was broken, so I cut that off and replaced it with the UHMWPE cutting board slab. I've got it rough shaped, and it's certainly better than it was. Certainly usable, but could use some more fine shaping. I've got a file somewhere that's like a file or a rasp that's flat on the bottom and then curved on the back edge. That'd be perfect for that, and I just don't know where it is. But yeah, they're big cutting boards. One of them's like 19 by 15 or something like that, half-inch thick. The other one's 15 by 15, and it's kind of like a clear, not transparent, but translucent. I mean, I guess you can like see shapes through it, but you can't like see clearly through it. And I suspect it's probably still UHMW LP. I think it would make cool skateboard rails, but it's a nice big cutting board, and it almost would be a shame to cut it up, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll show you. Give me a sec. So this one's similar in size and shape to the one that I already have, except mine has a handle in it, and the corner's like shaped for a hook to hang it up from or whatever. So this one's a little more rough and stained, so I wouldn't be as hesitant to just cut this one up for skateboard rails because it's perfect size. I would just I could get several repairs out of this and it would be perfect. This one, see, you can kind of see through it but not really. So I think it would be cool to make rails out of this, but this one's not really scratched or stained up. I mean, there's a couple like, cut marks on this side, but nothing crazy. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't really need it because, like, in addition to these two, I got 3 more smaller ones that I don't think would be useful for, like, skateboard rails because they're too small one way or the other. Unless I use them like nose and tailbones or something that. I mean, I could use some tailbones. We'll see, but I don't know. Maybe I'll use it for cutting board until it gets a little bit more roughed up, and then I'll use it for rails. I think this one's like 15, almost 16 square, so that's a little bit longer than I really need anyway. I mean 14 and a half is probably pushing it, because you don't want it so long that you run the risk of wheel biting on it. So I got that one Creature Darren Everett board. It's got a 15 and a quarter wheelbase. So I might need to get some bigger trucks for that one, because the biggest I have are like 8.5. And I don't think I would want bigger than 8.75. So I'd either get like Indy 159s or Venture 6.1s, but I don't think the Ventures would work on a 15 and a quarter wheelbase. You just never get them off the ground, because it's like, I think Ventures are like plus half-inch effective wheelbase axle to axle versus Indies. So I think the 15 and a quarter would be like barely manageable on Indies. Probably just get standards. Hollows might be a little bit better. I got some 139 Chris Joslin Indy forged hollows that I like well enough. I don't have them currently on any of my setups because they're only 8 inch, and all my setups are like 8 1/4 or bigger. So not to say that I would never use them again, but lately I've been preferring the bigger boards and shapes and like 9 inch plus, like 90 to 92 shapes. So, um, but usually I only have one shape set up at a time. But right now I got 4 setups. I got 3 like standard popsicle shapes in the one. It's like a 9.18 like egg board, like a 92 kind of shape. So I've got a pile of boards under my bed. Um, I've got I have an 8 inch almost, 8 1/4 Santa Cruz, 8 3/8 almost, 8 1/2 almost, 875 Antihero, and then I got a Santa Cruz dressing, like a 90-91 shape. It's like a 9.3 that I'm really looking forward to. Oh, and I got that Creature Neverett. It's a 9 inch. It's not exactly a popsicle. It's got kind of tapered and squared off kicks. It's kind of similar to like the Andy Anderson shape a little bit. It's got straighter rails, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Um, I'm a pretty big guy at 6'3", so I probably was doing myself a disservice riding such small boards for so long. Um, Bigger boards are so much more comfortable on a longer wheelbase. I've been noticing on my smaller, shorter wheelbase boards, I gotta have my feet so close together. It's like my knees are almost touching, and it's just awkward and uncomfortable. But again, that kind of depends on what trucks and the shape of the board, I guess. Um, I like that. Of the 3 popsicles I have, I think I like the Santa Cruz Everslick the best. Um, and it's kind of a odd shape because it's kind of flat concave, mellow tapered tail, and a steep blunt nose. But it skates really well. It just kind of feels a little bit weird. Um, but I like it. All my other boards have deck rails on it. Deck rails that I made from cutting boards. Um, but the one I got has like Frankenstein Thunders on it, and it's steep kicks and concave. So it kind of makes the trucks feel heavy, even though they're hollow hangers, because their wheelbase is so spread out, and the pop timing is slower because it's steeper. And I got that other board that's got flatter kicks and concave and a shorter wheelbase. It's a 14 wheelbase with indies. So I think the effective like axle to axle wheelbase on that is like almost like 3/4 of an inch less than the 14 1/4 with the Frankenstein Thunders, because they got base plate more like Ventures. And I don't know what the wheelbase is on the Santa Cruz, but I want to say it's like 14. It's either 14.125 or 14.25. But that's the narrowest board I have. I think it's like 8 and an eighth. It's a narrow board I got set up. I got an 8-inch in the stack. I had a 7.75, but I traded my cousin for some big wheels. But yeah, that's about it.